Today, you're connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, I'm Derek Russell. This is Newsbreak for Monday, September 26th. Thanks for joining us. At the top of today's show, let's take a look at the weather brought to you by Weather Underground. It's a little cooler today than the weekend with a high of 86 and a low of 57 tonight. Tuesday even cooler with a high of 82 and a low of 53. Partly cloudy skies on both days. You'll have more of the same on Wednesday, the high of 86 and a low of 55. For more weather, visit djournal.com/weather. Our top stories for today: federal authorities have released a composite sketch of the suspect wanted in connection to Friday's Randolph post office armed robbery. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service released Sunday afternoon the sketch of one of the suspects believed to be involved in the robbery. The suspects are a white male and white female, according to information released by Postal Inspector Tony Robinson on Sunday. Authorities are offering up to a $50,000 reward for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the suspect or suspects connected to the robbery. Residents with information are encouraged to call postal inspectors at 1-877-876-2455 or the Pontotoc County Sheriff's Department at 662-489-3631. Tupelo city leaders will travel this week to learn about possible ways civilian oversight of police could be implemented within Tupelo. A committee of city officials and community members is currently studying whether a police advisory or review board should be recommended to the Tupelo City Council. As part of the deliberation, a delegation of elected leaders and other officials will attend the annual conference next week of the National Association for Civilian Oversight of Law Enforcement. The conference will be in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Attending the conference will be Mayor Jason Shelton, Assistant Police Chief Alan Gilbert, Chief Operations Officer Don Lewis, and City Council members Travis Beard, Willie Jennings, Nettie Davis, and Buddy Palmer. Mayor Shelton noted that though the death of Antoine Ronnie Shumpert was a catalyst for renewed discussion, demands for civilian oversight of police are not new. And former Manatee band director Josh Robinson was arrested at the end of last week. Robinson is charged with 1 count of sexual assault and 1 count of enticement, according to Itawamba County Sheriff Chris Dickinson. This comes less than 1 week after Robinson was fired from Manatee High School. He will make his initial appearance in Justice Court today. Rumors had surfaced that Robinson had inappropriate contact with a female student, and the two had communicated through text message and possibly social media. That investigation is ongoing. Moving on to sports, both Ole Miss and Mississippi State recovered from tough losses last weekend to Alabama and LSU, respectively. Both teams were back on top this weekend, securing wins. Ole Miss defeated the Georgia Bulldogs 45-14 in Oxford on Saturday. Up north, Mississippi State won out over the University of Massachusetts 47-35. MSU is off this weekend. Ole Miss will face the Memphis Tigers on Saturday. In high school sports, Tupelo took on Hernando for their homecoming on Friday night. The Golden Wave defeated the Tigers 31-0. Tupelo will face Columbus this week. Around the area, West Point beat Oxford 22-8. Pontotoc beat Ripley 49-20. Houston beat Eupora 31-17, and North Pontotoc lost to East Webster 48-21. That does it for Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. There's also the Memo podcast hosted by Brad Locke and myself, which delves deeper into the local news of Northeast Mississippi with analysis and commentary each Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can find that online at memo.djournal.com. And there's also double coverage with Logan Lowry and Parrish Alford covering Mississippi State and Ole Miss sports each Thursday at doublecoverage.djournal.com. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found online at djournal.com, where you'll also find a new episode of Newsbreak each Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. I'm Derek Russell.